What's good, guys? It's your boy Cubone C-Bone coming at you with a Pokemon Duel video. What this is really, I'm not too sure. It's just experimenting. Idea popped up on my head. I thought I'd throw it at you guys. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Pokemon Duel is ending and rip, you know. But honestly, where are half these mons? And if you don't know what I mean, look at Slowpoke. Look at, he's got two Evos with question marks on it. Where's the slow fam? Where's the come on? Me trying to like commentate this like stoned is not the dealio. But basically what I'm trying to get at is there's a whole bunch of mons in this game that are missing Evos, that are missing just the family tree, but we have parts of it. Like, for instance, perfect example of Slowpoke, we were missing Slowbro, Slowking, and Mega Slow. Like, come on, all that, all the good stuff. Like, come on, look at this little guy, he's adorable. How OP it would have been to run a Slowking in a lobby. Like, look at this, he just like, boom, one finger, bam, mercs. And like Psyduck, come on, why couldn't we have a Golduck? Like, Psyduck's cool and all, come on, who doesn't know Psyduck? Like, it's lit, like, look at him, he can't even swim, bro. Like, the fact that we didn't have Golduck in the game is pretty disappointing. Psychic, what is this, Psychic Water? Yeah, honestly, he mercs, he would have been interesting. Teddiursa, we have Teddiursa, but we have no Ursaring. And everyone knows Teddiursa, but like, come on, the fact that they didn't put the monster Ursaring in here, look at this little merc Pikachu, like, no biggie, like, bam, get out of here, bro. Look at him, bam, get out of here, bro. And we had Floatzel, but we didn't have, I don't even know how to say it, Boizel, I don't know, it starts with a B. It's like the pre-Evo, but we didn't have him, he was not in the game. And like, you know how some rares or some uncommons are better than EXs? He could have been one of those figures, he could have been an exception. Mankey, we're missing Primeape, like why do we have Mankey in the game and we have no Primeape? Like, what is this? Like, they're both iconic Pokemons. If like you're an OG 150, then you know Mankey and Primeape. Like, it was a big deal to Ash, it was that episode was hella funny, like a lot of feels. But y'all see what I'm trying to get at, right? Like, we have quite a few Pokemon. Like, Meganium was a perfect example. We had a whole bunch of the starters and we didn't get Meganium to the very end until it really didn't matter, in my honest opinion. Here's Smoochum, we have Smoochum but no Jinx. Jinx is a Psychic Ice, and Psychic Ice would have been like pretty crazy when the ice started coming out the banner, but surprisingly no Jinx. I mean, I don't really care much for Jinx because it looks weird, but it would have been like funny to see Jinx, like variety, different changes. Shroomish, I'm actually a fan of the Evo, he looks pretty cool. I've never actually used it in the Pokemon game, but look at these little clips. He's like, you can tell he's a G, like just the Evo alone is a G just from these clips. Like, look at this, look. Bro, just straight no given that day. All he caught were those hands. And then we got Snubble. We got Snubble out of all. Look, we got this thing, but we couldn't get the Evo. Like, you telling me they give us this, but not the Evo? The Evo's not as fancy, but the Evo still looks a lot better than what they gave us. Apom, I'm a real big fan of Apom. Apom is adorable, but the Evo's just really weird. But you see the question mark once more, right? That they didn't give it to us. I think Apom Mega evolves into something called like A-Bomb. I'm not really too sure because I'm not too familiar with the new generations, but it still would have been sick to see new Megas. Like, this thing, it looks like a Teletubby to me, in my opinion, like a odd Teletubby. Then we got Kabuto forever, and we got Kabutops, and I thought for sure we were getting Kabutops when the fossil meta started supposedly coming through. But no, we didn't. Like, we got Ammonite, but we didn't get Kabutops. How can we get Ammonite and not Kabutops? Like, they're basically, they chill in the same cave, sleeping together for centuries. They're roomies, and we didn't get it. Like, alright, we all know Meowth. We got Meowth, but we didn't get no Persian. Like, come on. And we got Lowen forms, but we didn't get Lowen Meowth. Like, come on, what is this? Like, what the heck? Like, we got all these Alolan. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. The Loa form is Alolan, see Persian, and I could care less about the Lowen Persian because it looks weird. Alolan Grimer, we got Alolan Grimer, but we never got Muck or the regular Muck or the Lowen Muck. Or what's up with that, bro? Like, what's good, Pokemon Duel? We got Diglett. We didn't get Dugtrio. We never got Dugtrio. We never got the Alolan forms. If you're gonna throw all the other Alolan forms at us, we have this for the longest, which I could care less about. But where's the Evo? We've had this mon, like, at least 2 years deep without any change. I think it evolves into a Sentret or Senret, and no Tyro. I was very disappointed because same scenario. 2 years, three Evos missing. Hitmontop, Hitmonchan, and Hitmonlee. I believe. I'm probably not in that order. This one's Hitmonlee, I believe. And the Hitmonchan, Nidoran. We got Nidoran again missing 2 Evos and missing its love. How can you put it in its game without its lover? And you know, like, you feel me? To the Nidoqueen series, to the Nidoqueen Evo line, Nidoking and Nidoqueen. The fact that we didn't have those kind of sucked. And Bellsprout, like the OG, like he evolved into 2 other things. Like, come on, we had Bellsprout in the game for the longest, but we didn't have its evos. What was the point in putting Bellsprout if you're not gonna amaze us or like humor us with the evos? Like, variety, like I said, different types of decks, different abilities. Come on, bro, you lacking. But I don't know what they were trying to do, because like Bellsprout evolved into, I believe this is Dewgong, then Victory Bell, and then it had the ability to, it's actually what I just found out recently, it's what evolves into that Caravine thing. I really didn't know with the Sunstone, which is new to me, and it was actually the same family tree as Oddish, which is crazy because they all homies. We got Wobbuffet, but we never got the baby Evo, the pre-Evo. Like, what is this? I think it's called Wynut? I'm not too sure. But look how OP Wobbuffet is. He could like literally block gods, for gosh sake. Like, we never got the little Evo. Look at the pre-Evo, how adorable it is. Look at how it would have been fun to run that in Duel. We got no Duo. We never got no Trio. Like, what? You feel the disappointment? Like, this mon has been in the game for a minute. Like, at least 2 years deep. For sure. 2 years deep. Yeah, it was fun. We got Aldino 2 years again deep. Has the option. It has a Mega, but we never got the Mega. It had the question mark for the longest, and I never knew what it evolved into because it was one of the new gen mons. I don't know what they do. We got Spinarak, who evolves into Gyarados. Like, think about how crazy it would have been to see these kind of Pokemon in the meta. People's favorite Pokemon, not just like what people pay for and are the best at the time, and what is the banner, you know, what is meta. People's actually favorite. And we got a Machop who just like straight skipped an evolution without no Machoke, going straight to Machamp. Like, how you gonna do that? Skip an evolution? Like, how do you do that? Why are you gonna do that? Like, the thought is just crazy. I just don't understand why they jump from one, like, you know, from gen to gen. You know, they went from gen 1, gen 3, gen 2, gen 4 to like all the gens that we have now with the megas, and then back to the OGs. Like, what is this? Stick with like certain generations, or at least close to finishing, like at least one, not one, but take their time with it. Don't rush it out. And we got Spearow without Fearow in the game, and how could you put Spearow in the game without Fearow? Like, do you not know about Spearow? The Spearow is an icon of the game. Without Spearow, who knows what could have happened with Ash's adventure with Pikachu. So the fact that Fearow is not in the game, but Spearow is kind of odd. Especially Pidgey. Like, why isn't Pidgey in the game? He's actually Nikonda evolves in a Ninjask, but they straight skipped an evolution. Where is Shedinja? For those of you who don't know about Shedinja is a ghost bug type Pokemon. It used to be my favorite back in the handheld game console, and I was always trying to get one. Armaldo, straight skipping again. They skipped Anorith. It evolves from Anorith. This little dude, and I thought for sure he was coming Fossil Banner. And then we got Meryl. Remember when Zoomerl came out of nowhere and we thought Zoomerl decks were gonna be a thing with the belly drum? Well, Azural's not in the game, the little baby Prevo, and it has a question mark also, and he's not in there, and it's been there for a minute. Rattata. What I mean by the Rattata to eradicate is they don't have the Alolan forms. We have all the other Alolan forms that they think are pleasing to the eye, but they won't put, like, if you're gonna give all of us, if you're gonna give us some, give us all. That's what I say. Like, Alolan forms, at least, like, there's not many to begin with. That's what I'm trying to get at. Another example with low end forms is Geodude. Geodude had an low end form with Graveler had an low end form. Golem had an low end form. See, if you had the low end forms, you should have just thrown it at us. How much more exciting this game would have been with like the low end forms, just like abilities, or the originals just tweaked to be more competitive with the low end forms. Like you'd actually want to choose what you'd want on the deck. Shiny Gyarados. Can you believe we have a shiny Gyarados and we don't have a shiny Mega Gyarados? We have Mega Gyarados obviously, but the fact that we don't have shiny Mega Gyarados, but we have shiny Gyarados, and back in the day, shiny Gyarados was a big deal to have, the big deal to obtain. Now just whatever's shiny Metagross. We do not have shiny Mega Metagross, if I'm saying that correctly. Like, how you gonna give us this item, hype it up and everything, and not give us the Mega? I'm not the only one that feels this way, right? Like, plus, can you imagine how dope the pre-evos would have been? The Metangs, shiny Metangs, would have been pretty sick to see. Just shinies in general in duel and lobbies would have been sick, other from the originals. Different abilities, different things. Like I said, you choose which one you want, the OG or the shiny. It's crazy. Sandshrew, totally missing Sandslash. Where's Sandslash? We got the low end forms, the low end Sandslash, but we don't have the regular Sandslash. Like, you could have bring him out during the ground meta, during all these groundsy moves. It would, like, for the free to play that weren't able to, like, before you were only able to obtain this during an event, so it was hard. So it would have been definitely free to play Mon with the OPZ move, execute to Executor, missing the low end form. Even though how ridiculous the low end form is for this guy, it still would have been hilarious and funny to see in lobbies. It would have, you know, changed the spice up the game. Don't even get me started on Eevee. We're missing UX Umbreon. I've waited months for UX Umbreon. We got dupes of all the other ones for the rewards, but we never got UX Umbreon. I loved the regular Umbreon. It brought me all the way to 3K. Like, he was my go-to. So I waited patiently for the UX, and the fact that there wasn't a UX, even though they teased it in the front loading screen, just taunting us, just big chilling right there. My top 5 Mons I wish were in the game. Ditto. Come on. Ditto would be free to play friendly. Jirachi would be crazy. Another time machine, like kind of like Celebi. Hoopa would be like Ultra Beast, or like bringing things back which were banned. Duskull just because he's cool and he would go with Ghost. And Cubone because it's Cubone. Come on.
Take me back down.